Taos is a magical, very special place. It's in a valley surrounded by mountains. The mountain to the north of Taos is a sacred mountain.
And the energy is constantly moving. It's almost like a spiral that's constantly moving because of this bowl that we're in.
This is an old world town. Very diversified cultures in this place, and you can feel all of this. Life has been lived in Taos in so many ways. There have been wars here. There have been celebrations and rituals. What you feel here is a richness of cultures and energies that all somehow remain unique, yet interact with each other.
The energy of the quantum leap combined with that energy, it's just gonna blow the roof off. Ready to go.
Ready to rock, ready to rock.
And welcome, Shaumbra. Welcome to the Quantum Leap celebration. Woo! Yeah.
It is my great pleasure to introduce the very Honorable Mayor Bobby Duran of Taos.
This is a wonderful community to visit, and it's a wonderful community to live in. So we would appreciate you coming back. But again, thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to address you and tell you welcome to our community. And I, for one, really appreciate you having this conference here. Thank you so much.
It is my great, great honor to introduce my beloved friends, Jeffrey Hoppe and Linda Benyo.
David?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm a little verklempt here, a little choked up.
Not often do you have the opportunity in your life to stand in front of 650 people. They're truly here to just celebrate and be a part of all this. It is, I'm not shy, but it is truly profoundly touching.
You're not shy.
No.
I'm a little shy. It's really touching. And so it is. Dear Shaumbra, and so it is. May we have your attention, please? May we have your attention, please? This is the voice of your conductors, Tobias, Adamus St. Germain, and Katumi, channeling now to inform you that the old energy train will be pulling into the new energy station in 9 hours. As we pull into the new energy station in just a little while here, understand that your potentials significantly increase. We like to look at it as potentials, as all of these bubbles, all of these aspects that are available to you, not created by somebody else, but created by you. They're your future. They are your next moment. They're not things that are going to inhibit you or bring you down or draw you back. They're your potentials. And this old energy train, you've been working with a limited group of potentials, a very finite and defined group of what your next moments, days, and years are going to look like. But in the new energy, your potentials are exponentially, interdimensionally, and most beautifully increased. When the train pulls into the station tonight, you're not required to get on the Quantum Leap Express. You can stay at the station for as long as you want. You can't go back. No trains go back. All trains go forward. You can stay at the station as long as you want. Perhaps another group of humans will come along sooner or later, let you join their group. Or you could take that quantum leap with us tonight. Oh, we're not getting on a train. We're not getting on an airplane. We don't know what we're getting on. We have no idea. Haven't the foggiest clue. But doesn't that make it special? Doesn't that take the boredom out of it? Doesn't it give you a reason to want to go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow morning to see what the hell you got into this time? I know there will be thousands and thousands of Shaumbra who will be getting on board. Thousands of Shaumbra with the excitement of what is this new energy? What is a quantum leap? Where are we going with this? We don't know. But I can tell you right now, Katumi, Adamus, St. Germain, Tobias, Kuan Yin, and a lot of others are getting on with you tonight. You are never alone, Shaumbra. And so it is.
everybody.
We've known Johnette as a channeler and as a healer. We also know her as the author of an award-winning book called The Eagle and the Condor, which is, by the way, available out in the other room. And I would say it was about 8 or 9 months ago, we had dinner one night with Johnette and her husband, Ed.
At Oakley.
Kind of a...
Not Mr. Crawley, Mr. Oakley.
Mr. Oakley.
Their topic in particular is about the idea of enlightened leadership. And you know, it's a funny thing that if you're Shaumbra and you're out there and you're living it, you are a leader already. So you might as well know how to do it.
Yes. So please give an incredibly big Shaumbra welcome to Ed Oakley and Johnette Crawley.
Leadership is about helping people do what they would not likely do on their own. Does that make sense? If they do it on their own, they wouldn't need leadership. Would you agree? Okay. Now, how many people in here, like me, have a bit of fear of heights? Raise your hand if you have a bit of fear of heights. Quite a few of us in the room. And if you don't have fear of heights, then imagine something else you might be afraid of. Well, let me share with you the next slide. High over Machu Picchu. Okay, now, who's afraid of heights that wasn't before he saw the picture? Okay, yeah. This is Malku, our guide. And in fact, this story is actually in Johnette's book, The Eagle and the Condor. Malku is our guide, and he's doing that, and I'll tell you, I am in the back of our group, 15 feet away from any closeness to the edge of this cliff. Now, by the way, if you wonder how high that is, high enough. Yeah. And Malku is standing there. I am freaking out just watching him. Well, Johnette comes over to me, starts taking her backpack off, and she says, I want to do this. So there's Johnette out there doing it. Johnette comes off the precipice, and somehow I knew this wasn't over yet. Johnette comes over to me, and she holds her hands in mine and looks lovingly into my eyes with an incredible gaze. A gaze that said so much. And what she said next was the most profound example of leadership I have yet experienced. She said, you don't have to do this. And that led me to do that.
And so it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Shaumbra, young and old, we come to this final portion of our journey. It has taken us from the Order of the Ark now to this place that you know is the Quantum Leap Station. We hope you remember the fireworks presentation. Now, you see, it's an important reminder as you go forward that you're going to be viewing the fireworks from behind the short wall, Shaumbra. We had you running there. Yes, the fireworks will occur every day in the old energy world. They will be all around. Sometimes the fireworks will be beautiful, like they were tonight. Sometimes they will be a celebration. Other times the fireworks are going to be drama in feeding and the sexual energy virus that would choose to try to pull you back in, even though it can't. You'll feel its tentacles trying to reach out at you from time to time, trying to pull you back into the drama, into the duality, and into the feeding. In that moment, stop. Remember to take that deep breath. Yoham, you are God. You are all that is. You are the beginning, the end, and everything in the middle. Take that deep breath when you see those fireworks going off all around you. Family members, co-workers, spouses, even sometimes your pets. Take that deep breath and remember this beautiful, symbolic experience that we had tonight. You can stand behind the short wall, enjoy the experience, and never get burned.
Jai Siya Ram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Sri Guru Ramananda Bhagavan Bolo, Sri Guru Ramananda Bhagavan, Sri Guru Ramananda Bhagavan, Sri Guru Ramananda Bhagavan. Ye gere na ye samama dege numera, ye gere na ye samoge numere, ye gere ne magera na dege moyena, ye gere na nuevere manche manila. Kamimye, kamamya dene faja jayama. Kamimye mere nade samyage na bunde fenaja bundege fenara nasaya. Jai Siya Ram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman. 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 Jai Siya Ram, Jai Siya Ram. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're going to get the show on the road here with our first speaker in the new energy. Nina has a wonderful story which she's going to share with all of us today, and we thought it would be appropriate as we are now departing into the new energy, going into it. A story of, I think a lot of you are going to resonate with it, having $3 in her pocket and a baby on her hip, not knowing where the next meal is going to come from, to now where she is a very, very, very successful business person, operates something called the Bellanina Spa, has her own line of healthcare products. So I'd like us to give a huge Shaumbra New Energy welcome to Nina Howard.
Yay, Nina! I don't think I could have taken on the task of being a single business owner with all the impact that it has on your life, especially dealing with employee issues and the risks involved, if first I hadn't cleared decades of old thought forms and pain from my body, and I had not developed self-esteem. I think that that's kind of like the primary thing you have to do, or you can't handle the business. It's hard to handle it. So what has changed in my world? As I grew and matured, I was able to create my own path and put an end to the victim. So then what is a victim? A victim is someone who is not awakened to their true nature. They continue to live a life reliving the nightmare of their worst fears over and over again because they haven't learned to be still and know that they are God.
We be jamming the line.
A wonderful book that was right at the top of my list of the most important and profound business books, social books that I had written or that I had read, and it was one of those that was always right in front of me on the bookshelf, and was called Megatrends 2000. And earlier this year, somebody said that there's a new book out by the same author called Megatrends 2010. She's here today to address Shaumbra. So please give a Quantum Leap welcome.
Shaumbra, welcome to Patricia.
There can be no innovation, there can be no invention, there can be no creativity in business without consciousness. And I use the term consciousness, of course, in the spiritual sense to mean presence, alertness, the awareness of awareness, the willingness to observe without any preconceived ideas, without any emotional baggage. Of course, I'm describing it in perhaps the purest version of it, but let's say with fewer and as few preconceived notions as possible, as little emotional baggage as possible. And really, it's the gleam of spirit that animates humanity. There's no invention without the spiritual factor of human consciousness. Consciousness is a more important resource for corporations than financial capital, than oil, other forms of energy than technology itself, because by definition, presence and consciousness render all technology, all existing technology, obsolete. So the core, the real source of innovation and ultimately of corporate money-making is human consciousness, the genius of human consciousness.
I've had some requests that said, well, we see the stage, we see, you guys and the speakers. What about the audience?
Oh.
What about Shaumbra? Kuthumi, could you turn that camera all the way around?
We haven't been acknowledged.
I know you. I know you're saying you can't do it, but think big. How can you do it? Hang on.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Okay. How about some house lights? Never say never. How about house lights? Okay. I've had so many requests from people saying, what does Shaumbra look like? We can't see the group. All right.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. That's what they look like, yeah. Do the wave, do the wave. That's the wobbliest wave I've ever seen.
Not their best trait. Not the best talent.
Feel the energy that you have created in this room. It is sweet. It is thick. It is new. It contains the entire potentia of all that you are, all that you can be. It is the potentia of your healing, of your joy. It is the potentia of your passion. What brings you into this life? What makes you feel whole and complete? It is here in this moment right now. So allow me to be the first one to work with you, to feel this new energy potentia right here, right now. Now, how do you do that? You just choose. Choose to let yourself expand into this greatness of new energy potentials. Out here in new energy potentia, it is also easy. It's been a long time since things have been easy. Button.
That was easy.
It's been a long time since things...
Oh, yeah, no.
That was easy.
That is Cauldre, wishing he could exit stage now.
past the sagebrush and the stars. I've got a canyon full of coyotes and a van load of vintage guitars. Got a lover back at home, but I don't think she's missing me. would never end. I wish this trip would never end. I've been playing all night in a honky-tonk bar, while the people sat there smoking, I was smoking on my guitar. The band was playing songs that the crowd had never heard. Yeah, the place finally got rocking when someone yelled, "Play Freebird!" Some say this lifestyle is a sin, but I'm back on the road again. I wish this trip would never end. I wish this trip would never end. Ow! Let it roll. Come on. Crank it up. I don't mind being alone, 'cause this band feels like my home. Up to heaven, this prayer I'll sing, that the freeway stays my friend. I wish this trip would never end. 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 No, no. Ow! Keep it going.
Buenas
tardes. Buenas
tardes.
Estamos estados, somos muy felices y les mandamos todo el amor de nuestro corazón.
Let's all take a good deep breath, a grounding breath right now. I noticed that there is just like buzzing all around here. I mean, in this conference room here, outside, I mean, it is buzzing. People are just, naturally high on consciousness.
Yeah.
So let's
a
take a
good thing.
deep breath together. Get that energy really settled in. Because our next speaker is going to continue that energy movement, continue that consciousness. She is an author, a singer, an actress, and I forgot all the other stuff, but she does a lot, and a channeler. Oh yeah, that's why I forgot. And a channeler. Her recent book is called Imagining Einstein. It's an incredible book.
She was on the launch pad at the monthly meeting. Do you
Yep,
remember
she
that?
spoke at the monthly meeting a
Yeah.
couple months ago. So let's give an incredible New Energy Quantum Leap welcome to Barbara With.
Welcome, Barbara.
Einstein proposes that the center of all life, that source, that void, where there's everything and nothing, the potential, all the potential that Saint Germain and Toomey's been talking about, the nothingness and everything, all of that is because our consciousness is expanded so far that we're finally awake in the void. We're finally awake in the source. Could have had a V8. And so what Einstein suggests for us in this membrane domain of this universe, the source is the center of the earth. And earth is heaven. And this center of our planet, with the gravitational waves, our compilations of consciousness that overlap, how all of our compilations of consciousness are one body, one earth, one universe.
Now, I was wondering, and I know myself for many, many years, how difficult it was to make choices. And you would say, well, what's so difficult about making choices? You just choose. And I started to understand, based upon what St. Germain and Tobias are sharing with us, that when you talk about choosing, it's taking responsibility. Taking responsibility for your own life.
What we have really experienced these past 3 days is incredibly profound. What we have experienced is a transition. We have died, correct? We have resurrected, and we have been reborn. That's a heck of a thing. That's a heck of a thing. And I would enjoin each one of you to make sure, okay, that you have done the clearing, the recognition of this lifetime that we have said goodbye to, and all of our previous lifetimes that we have experienced. Express the gratitude, express the love, express the amazement at what we have lived through, gone through, and created up until the time that the old energy train came into the station and let us off at the station.
So you say, well, my creation is finished now. It isn't. It isn't quite finished. Even if it's a novel, a painting, a masterpiece that you have completed, you feel satisfied in the completion. It's not finished. Share it. Create it, manifest it, and share it. Because this is a major part of your creation. Sharing it with others. Keeping it to yourself is not creation, no matter how exquisite it is. If you don't share it, it's not really a creation.
I'd like to honor and acknowledge our dear, dear friend, Norman Garrett.
Come on up. Come on up.
Well, gotta set a high standard. They had to start with a really high standard. So, we have a token, just a token gift of your award for an acknowledgement for inspiring consciousness. Have
And
something
we'll get
for
the
each of you.
official plaque made up, and
this
then
is- we wanted something for today.
Present the awards every year. But Norman Garrett, you have inspired all of us. You've been incredible.
Each one has something different.
I feel like the Wizard of Oz right now. And for you, Garrett,
Well, this is like the lion. No, it's not. It's a heart, and it's made of obsidian. And you can't miss this heart, because if you choose to look at it, it reflects so many beautiful things from this heart, because it's rainbow obsidian. And so it reflects many beautiful things of the heart, just like Garrett.
Yeah.
And Norma, it's ruby and zeolite, I think it's called. And, you know, it's just something we knew you were a little biased.
It's a Kuan Yin statue.
It's a Kuan Yin. You are. Thank you so much.
Anyway, Norma Garrett, thank you on behalf of
And
all
congratulations.
Shambro. Thanks. All right. I invite you to be I, to be your I consciousness. Now, what does that mean? It means letting go of something that has been near and dear to you for a long time. Something that has gotten so close and personal, you don't even see it or realize it. But I look out upon this group of incredible masters, and I see something that its time has come. It's time to let it go. Because of your love and because of your service, you have been carrying the issues of humanity deep within you. Your bodies and your minds and your everyday life. You've been acting out the dramas of others, the issues of others. You've been trying to resolve them. You've been trying to work through their issues in order to assist and to serve them, and to a degree it has helped. But in this I energy that we are now in, it is time to let that go. That disease is not yours. That conflict in your head is not yours. That sadness is not yours. That depression is not yours. That lack of abundance does not belong to you. And you claim that it does. You claim that it's yours. It's some punishment. It's some imbalance. It's some imperfection, and it's not. And Shaumbra, somewhere right now, I don't know where, somewhere, the original energy of I am, God, Spirit, and all that was, is celebrating right now. I am that I am.
Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through all together. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love, all hearts are beating as one. Light upon light, light upon light upon light, all disappearing to one, all together. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love, all hearts are beating as one. Light upon light upon light, all disappearing to one. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Thank you, Shambra.
I'll be sending you my angels to watch out over you, keep you strong, help you make it through. Sending you my angels so they will fly you far. I hope that they show you how beautiful you are. Hope that they show you how beautiful you are.
I only know one song, so let's do it. All right, well, hey, Fred, you remember this turkey? Yeah. All right, let's play it. I have done many miles.